Hello, welcome to my Winter Arc series. This is the very beginning. I'm just going to be talking about what I'm doing for my specific Winter Arc. From what I understand about the Winter Arc trend is that you're just trying to get at your healthiest before the start of the next year. So basically like finishing your New Year's resolutions possibly before the year ends. I'm doing this in the final month of the year. I also could be completely off about what the Winter Arc trend is because I don't have TikTok and I feel like that's where things usually originate nowadays. But I am seeing some YouTubers do their Winter Arc videos and I was just like, sometimes just giving myself a little challenge helps me out in the long run. I've been on this weight loss journey for just a tiny bit over a year. I started in November of 2023. Yes, 2023. And since then, I've lost 40 pounds. Most of that was lost in the first half of the year. The second half of the year has been pretty stable. I'm currently in a plateau, and I know a lot of that is because I am refusing to change my habits. I like the habits that I have. I like that this year I made a habit of pretty consistently working out. Like, I have my off weeks, but more often than not, I'm working out 3 to 5 days a week. And I feel like that's where the majority of my weight loss has come from, but I think I'm now at the point where I need to start working on my nutrition a little bit more, and I'm hoping that starting my Winter Arc will really help out with that. So let me just get my iPad going here, and I can talk about all of my Winter Arc goals. The first goal that I made for myself is kind of more of a mental goal, and it's to journal every single day. For one, journaling is really good to just get those thoughts out of your head, get some new ideas flowing. Just stream of consciousness writing is mostly what I do when I journal. Although sometimes I like to journal in a way that would be enjoyable to read later. I haven't journaled since high school, at least not consistently, and I keep telling myself all the time that I'm gonna become a journal person. It's been hard to find a few minutes every single day to do it with the kids and with my free time being either working out or finally just sitting down. But I want to make a habit of just journaling every single morning. And I think that also will be helpful because I want to plan out my day in my journal so I can plan out when I'm going to work out, when I'm going to do certain chores. If the kids have certain places they need to be, I need to plan that out. I just think journaling at the beginning of my day and really planning out my day, getting my thoughts out of my head, relaxing, I think that's going to be good for me. So journaling is the very first thing I want to do. The next thing will probably help me more with my weight loss goal, and that is 1 hour of exercise every single day with one rest day, because every once in a while I just need a rest day, okay? It's very rare for me to actually get an hour of exercise in a day. Usually it's like 30 to 40 minutes, so I kind of wanted to push myself to exercise a little bit longer. And originally I was going to make a whole exercise plan and do certain exercises on certain days. Like certain days would be for arms, certain days would be for legs, certain days would be for cardio. And I found that that was very difficult for me to continue just because some days I don't feel like doing arms, some days I don't feel like doing legs, some days I don't feel like doing cardio, and it makes it harder for me to get to the exercise if I don't want to do the exercise. So to make that part a little bit easier on me, an hour of exercise, any exercise. If I want to go out and just walk in my neighborhood for an hour straight, I'm going to count that as an hour of exercise. Next goal is to help me with my nutrition a little bit more, and that's to get at least 100 grams of protein in every single day. This is another one where originally I made this goal a little bit harder. It's where I wanted to have 100 grams of protein and then hit a certain calorie goal. But I decided that was a little bit too much to focus on, and there was a point this past year where I tried my best to just get more protein in. I didn't have a certain protein goal. I don't think. I don't really remember very well, honestly. But I do remember I was just trying to get more protein in, and I didn't focus on the calories at all, and I started losing weight again. So I think just focus on the protein. Don't overthink it. It's when I overthink it that when I mess up, I just go all in and eat all the donuts. So we're just going to keep it simple, 100 grams of protein and maybe one donut. Next is to drink 3 Stanley worths of water. And each Stanley is 40 ounces, 40 times 3, 120. I think 120 is plenty for me. I know with 75 hard, a lot of people are going for a gallon of water a day. I just don't think I could do that. So I'm just going to start with 3 Stanleys. Next is to track my weight every single day. I feel like when I personally weigh myself every single day, whether the scale goes up a ton, whether it goes down a ton, whether I maintain, it's just good for me to know where I'm at, and it keeps me motivated to keep going. Even when my weight goes up, I'm motivated to get it back down, but it's when I don't know that I like sitting in the unknown, and I'm like, well, I don't know what I weigh, so I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and out of sight, out of mind, you know? I understand that this is something that a lot of people don't like to do, and that there are a lot of people that don't weigh themselves at all, and they find that to be the most helpful thing for them. But for me, it's better for me to know. And then I threw in doing weekly measurements with that. I usually do monthly measurements. I don't know how much my measurements will change weekly. I don't know if it'll even be worth it to do weekly measurements, but I decided to just give that a go. And that is my Winter Arc challenge for December. And I'm going to be posting as often as I can about my Winter Arc all throughout December. Kind of Vlogmas style, but kind of not, because I know I'm not going to upload every single day. Maybe let's shoot for 2 or 3 times a week. Let's try that. Not every upload that I'm going to do is going to be Winter Arc, but a majority of my uploads in December are going to be about my Winter Arc. And in January, I would like to continue my Winter Arc by making these a little bit more difficult. Maybe. We'll see how December goes. How long does a Winter Arc last? Is it kind of like a 75 hard, but just when it's cold? Because winter lasts forever here. So my Winter Arc would last probably until April? Yeah, probably till April. That is a long time. But that would probably be good for me. Anyways, if you're interested in following along in my Winter Arc series, make sure that you subscribe, like this video so I know that you are into the challenge, and I will see you next time. Bye!